What I let her know is like, yo, if I didn't twin up with her, I was actually gonna twin up with you, bro. So I let her know. The only reason why we didn't happen is because you said you had a person. So I was like, hey.
But you said that you don't want anything serious.
Exactly, bro.
So I'm assuming.
So we contradicting, bro, ourselves.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Does love still live in our household, man?
You tell me, huh?
It does indeed on my side, I feel like.
Nah. Okay.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. To returning subscribers, I want to say a very big thank you. And if you're just joining me for the very first time, thank you so much. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and guess what, guys? We're about to have a ride of a lifetime. Now, a lot has been happening in the house, and I'm here to bring you highlights and reviews, and of course, I want us to talk about this, okay? So yesterday we saw the fact that Mali was evicted from the show, right? We also know that BravoB has been disqualified from the show some days ago, okay? Now, this week started on a whole new level because, I mean, during the Sunday Live Eviction show, we saw the fact that Lawrence, the host of the show, was asking Mpumi, what's up? You were talking about a guy that has wandering eyes on the house, okay? And, you know, he was asking her, who's this person? And she said, it's Jareed, all right? Jareed was also shocked that, you know, she was kissing and telling, right? So apparently, right, Jareed knows about all of that, yeah? And then we saw the fact that, you know, she was saying that Jareed was wandering his eyes to her, that he was probably lusting after her and all of that. You could literally see her body actions yesterday when she was even talking to Lawrence, okay? Now, the dynamic started after the Sunday Live Eviction show. I was expecting two things to happen: the confrontation between Pappi and, of course, Mcjunior, but of course that did not happen because Mcjunior talked about the fact that Pappi was one of the reasons why they didn't know when the wages tax challenge. But now we see the fact that in the kitchen, we saw Liema, Jareed, and of course young Pappi, and they were having a banter over this issue. So you could see Liema being petty, you know, talking to Jareed, saying there's something on his eyes, and that the eyes looks like wandering eyes. And Jareed is asking her, does love still live in our ship? And she's like, she doesn't know that Jareed should tell her if love still lives here, right? And then we saw another part, because first of all, I think that Jareed has put Liema in a kind of fix, because here she is right now trying to fight for attention from a Jareed who is also looking towards an Mpumi. And trust me, Mpumi is a good looking lady. She's a hot girl, trust me, right? And of course, Liema is a beautiful, you know, hot lady. So here she is, right? She's confused at the fact that, you know what, this is the guy that I'm getting to know. It looks like we're progressing in whatever we have. But now there's another girl in the picture. And, you know, she was also expressing her feelings to Sinaye, because Sinaye is a friend, right, in the house, kind of. And then she was talking to Sinaye about it. And Sinaye was asking her, what's up? What has he told you? And she was like, she wasn't giving anything concrete, because Sinaye was telling her that it is either two things. Now, the two things here is either that these two people, Jareed and Mpumi, have something that they both know that nobody else knows. Get what I'm saying? Or that, you know, Mpumi just wants to get on, make Liema feel uncomfortable. That's all in that ship.
One or two things. Either there's something that them two only know, or she's just trying to get in your head.
And those are the only two things, right? But looking at it, we see the fact that Mpumi and, of course, Jareed were having a serious conversation while Mpumi was having the dishes. Apparently, right? What's his name? Jareed joined Mpumi in the kitchen, and they were talking about it. And first off, Mpumi was asking Jareed, why were you feeling uncomfortable that I would kiss and tell, right? And, you know, Jareed wasn't expecting her to say that. But of course, it was the fact that, you know, Lawrence had asked her. And then they were talking about the fact that Jareed was telling her that, you know, she's this kind of girl, but the fact that he's already with Liema is putting him in a fix in the house. And one of the reasons that he also did not move towards Mpumi is the fact that, you know, Mpumi had already said that she had a relationship outside of the house. And Mpumi was asking him, what if the whole relationship story was a lie, or is a lie? Because remember, a lot of people come into the house with a lot of relationship stories. I have a boyfriend. Remember Nini and Saga, right? In Big Brother Nigeria. Nini came into the house, I have a boyfriend, I have these. But also remember the Kosi came into the house with a story of having a Nigerian boyfriend. Who would have even known maybe that was a strategy, you know, whatever it was. But here it is. Mpumi's asking, you know, Jareed, what if the whole boyfriend thingy is just a lie. Would you still move towards me? And you know, she was asking him that, what's the level of the relationship he has with Liema? And it was like, that are they dating now? He was like, no, but they're talking into that direction. And for me personally, I think that Jareed really wants to play this game. This is part of the drama that we're looking for. This is part of the script that we're looking for. I think that because of the way this season is, right? We don't have much personalities or housemates who have stood out in terms of perception or whatever we think about them. We've seen Jareed, we've seen Liema, we've seen Z, we've seen young Pappi, and we've seen Sinaye. There's a triangle going on between Sinaye, Z, and of course young Pappi. There's another one that's going between Liema, Mpumi, and Jareed kind of right now. So we begin to see these are very strong characters of housemates that we can look forward to during the show in terms of whatever love that's happening in the house. We also see the fact, of course, we have the head of house, and of course, it's just because he's the head of house. Apart from him being the head of house, there's been nothing more to say about him. Just the way Mali left the show yesterday, there was really nothing to say about Mali. I never for once mentioned Mali, apart from maybe, I don't know if I even mentioned that during the opening show. That's to tell you how much of people we have that are not even coming out of their shells in this season. Now, there's another dynamic playing between Z, Sinaye, and of course, young Pappi. Now, remember that yesterday I told you about the fact that Z left young Pappi in the garden and came to meet Sinaye in the house. And then, you know, Mish was there. She was telling me that Sinaye is her man, right? Now, young Pappi is not happy with whatever is happening between himself, Z, and whatever Z is having with Sinaye, right? But here we see Z talking to Sinaye and saying that she likes young Pappi, but not in a romantic kind of way, not in a way that they will have a relationship or they will be shipped together.
He's a cool guy. I like him a lot. But like, not like that, man.
You know, because Sinaye wants to know where, you know, Z's head is. He wants to know, I think I like the fact that there's a bro code. Well, I don't know if it's a full bro code. Now, what's a bro code? The bro code is if I like a girl and I realize that my guy already likes the girl, right? Before I started, you know, showing interest, or maybe he's already gone fight, I'm just going to stay back. Whether or not he has something to do with her eventually, I'm not interested in the girl anymore. I'm going to mark her out of my targets. You understand? And that's what's happening here. But Sinaye is trying to understand what's happening between Z and young Pappi, and he wants to know if he should pursue or just stay back. But here, you know, Z is telling Sinaye that, see, there's nothing romantic happening between herself and young Pappi, and that a lot of people know in the house. But Sinaye's like, okay, if you say that he would have a conversation with young Pappi to know if he can proceed, to know his next line of action, right? And I personally feel that Z is also trying to play. But remember that Sinaye also told Mitch that no girl in the house can measure up to his girl, that he is outside of the house. But remember that also, the girl that we're talking about in question, who is Sinaye's girlfriend, who's the one outside of the house, Sinaye told us that he's leaving a long-term relationship to come into the house. So they're beginning to contradict themselves, kind of. I mean, Sinaye especially. You told us you left a relationship to come into the house. But here you are saying that the girls in the house cannot measure up to your own girl who is outside of the house. But we're going to see how all of these play out today, right? Remember, the head of house challenge would happen today, and we'll get to know who the new head of house is. Also, after the head of house challenge and the nomination, you remember that you have to vote to keep a favorite in the house, right? Just to let you know, also this week we're going to have the wager task, and we get to see if you're going to win the wager task for this week. Guys, please like this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification button, and guess what, guys? You get notified whenever I post a video. Go on all social media platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and of course on TikTok, and follow me at Bbmzansi. And of course, I want to tell you guys, a lot of people ask me in the comment section that where can they watch the show? If you're in Nigeria, you cannot watch the show. The show is not airing in Nigeria. It's only airing in South Africa, in the South African Airways. I don't know why it's not been permitted to be watched here on 198, but we cannot watch it right here in Nigeria. How am I watching it? I mean, I have access to that. I am watching the show 24/7, you know, if I want to. So, and that's it. Until next time, I come away again very soon, guys. It's bye for now.